Have you ever wondered if there's more to life than just coincidence? Picture a world where meaningful events align with your thoughts and emotions, where the universe seems to send you secret messages. Join us on a journey through history and mysticism as we unravel the enigmatic power of synchronicities. From scientists dismissing groundbreaking ideas as mere chance to the hidden meanings behind recurring numbers, the world of synchronicities will leave you questioning the very fabric of reality. Sometimes the patterns of life's magnificent tapestry defy explanation. Our first inclination when anything out of the ordinary occurs is to write it off as a coincidence, a series of unrelated events with no deeper meaning. However, it's not always easy to tell the difference between a true coincidence and something deeper. Even scientists, who are usually quite good at telling fact from fiction, have trouble with this murky line. The historical account of continental drift is a prime example of this fight. Scientists at the turn of the last century generally agreed that continents had always occupied the same general locations on Earth. Many people were skeptical of the possibility that these land masses might drift and shift, thinking it was just a coincidence. Some researchers even held conferences with the express purpose of casting doubt on this far-fetched hypothesis. German geophysicist Alfred Wegener stood at the center of this scientific upheaval due to his unwavering commitment to the idea of continental drift. Wegener proposed that the continents, due to their likeness to a jigsaw puzzle, must have originally formed as a single enormous landmass known as a Pangaea. These continents had split and shifted over eons to form our modern planet. This theory contradicted the conventional wisdom of the day, which held that a massive bridge had once linked Africa and South America, only to disappear without a trace. To back up his audacious hypothesis, Wegener studied in great detail the rocks, fossils, and geological records from the shores of Africa and South America. The commonalities he found between these widely disparate places were nothing short of amazing. The notion of continental drift was first proposed by Wegener in 1912, but rather than overwhelming praise, his views were mostly ignored by the scientific community. Even the most logical people can adhere to dogma when confronted with ideas that threaten their paradigms, as demonstrated by the widespread dismissal of Wegener's theory. The scientific community was slow to accept the continental drift idea, taking over 4 decades to do so. Scientists' reluctance to accept the possibility that continents could migrate was a major factor in this unusually long wait. The narrative of continental drift illustrates a universal principle. Patterns that seem fortuitous at first glance may conceal deeper meanings. It's a sobering reminder that our knowledge and perspective change through time, and that what seems like a coincidence may now turn out to be a fundamental truth in the future. As we continue to learn more, we must remember that the world may be more complex and linked than we give it credit for. One of the most important ideas that psychoanalyst Carl Jung developed was the concept of synchronicity. This concept, which might be described as being on the simpler side, is essential to grasping Jung's entire perspective on life, reality, and spirituality as a whole. The existence of meaningful coincidences is one definition of synchronicity, which refers to the situation in which 2 or more events are linked together in no way that can be explained by either causation or probability alone. Things that are synchronous include, but are not limited to, the following: connected without there being a cause for it, and significant to someone or something else. Carl Jung provides an illustration of synchronicity by describing an event that took place while he was working with a particularly difficult patient who was resistant to the approaches that he recommended for therapy. She had a dream in the past of a golden scarab beetle, and as she was describing the story to Jung, a rose-shafer scarab beetle, which has a metallic look, tapped against the window of the room, attempting to get inside. After opening the window and allowing the beetle to enter, Jung took the insect in his hands and then presented it to his client with the words, "Here is your scarab." Jung went on to say that this experience punctured the desired hole in the patient's rationalism, which enabled him to treat her effectively and made this casually lacking event a meaningful one as a result. One other illustration of synchronicity would be the situation in which the number of your seat in a theater corresponds to the number on the receipt you received from a store. If nothing came of this and these two events led to nothing further, then they would be meaningless. But if you use this recurring number on a lottery ticket and then won, then it would be a meaningful coincidence because it led you to winning the lottery. Scientists have discovered a profound and confusing mystery in their quest to understand the intricate workings of the cosmos, the phenomena of the fine-tuned universe. The amazing precision of the fundamental constants that govern the universe is central to this mystery. It challenges us to address a basic question. Are these constants the consequence of pure chance, or is there an underlying and intentional design that has orchestrated their values? The notion that the universe's physical constants are incredibly delicate, positioned with a precision that transcends imagination, is at the heart of this cosmic puzzle. Changing even a small number of these constants would make the cosmos uninhabitable to life as we know it. The gravitational constant, the speed of light, the strength of the electromagnetic, and a plethora of other fundamental variables keep the cosmos in a delicate balance. If any of these constants changed even slightly, the fundamental fabric of our universe would unravel, rendering stars, galaxies, and life unable to exist. Consider the relationship between gravity and the electromagnetic. If the gravitational constant was slightly changed, stars would either burn too quickly and run out of fuel, or they would be incapable of igniting at all. Life as we know it would be rendered impossible in either situation. This remarkable fine-tuning extends to the atomic level, where atom stability is governed by the strength of the strong nuclear force and the electromagnetic force. Slight changes in these forces would produce unstable atoms, preventing the synthesis of complex molecules required for life. The idea of a fine-tuned world is not new, and it has provoked heated philosophical and religious arguments. Some say that the precision of these constants indicates a cosmic creator, implying a deliberate arrangement rather than a result of random accident. Others argue that the multiverse theory, which proposes the existence of numerous parallel universes with varying physical constants, could explain this apparent fine-tuning via the anthropic principle, the idea that we observe these values because they enable life to exist, and we could only exist in a universe with such constants. Numerology, in the domain of synchronicities, where important coincidences dance with the fabric of reality, reveals a profound layer of mysticism through the concept of angel numbers. These numerical patterns, which we frequently see in our daily lives, are said to hold messages from the universe, providing important insights into our life's path and the chances that await us. When you keep seeing the same sequence of numbers, it's not just coincidence. It's considered divine message. Numerologists believe that the universe uses numbers as a language, a subtle yet powerful way of communicating advice and wisdom to those who pay attention. Each angel number has a nuanced significance that is typically taken from the symbolism and vibrational energy linked with the numbers themselves. The number 111, for example, may be read as a message to embrace fresh beginnings and focus on your thoughts, since it represents manifestation and alignment of thoughts with reality. Meanwhile, 777 could be interpreted as a sign of spiritual progress and enlightenment, encouraging you to trust your intuition and spiritual quest. That's all for the video today. We'll be right back with more, but don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.